Well, this past weekend here in New York, we marked the 53rd annual New York City Marathon. And in honor of that, today's flow is all about post run recovery. So, for all of my runners of all levels, this one is especially for you. Let's get started. So, we are going to start in a cross legged seated position with the left leg in front. You can sit on a yoga block or a pillow or a blanket so that there is not as much compression on our knees. We're going to start with a straight spine, folding forward, walking our hands in front of us. And you can keep your arms elongated or you can bend them. You can put your forehead on your arms or on the floor, whatever works for you, and just relax and take deep ocean breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And just relaxing, allowing your body for recovery to happen. And then slowly you're going to move your hands closer to your legs and push the floor to roll your spine upright, so you're not really using so much of your muscles in the back. And we switch our legs, putting the right leg in front. We do the same thing so that you'll feel probably the stretch more on the right hip side. Depends on how it is. And again, you can stay on your hands, go to your elbows or all the way to the floor and relax. Nice deep breaths. Enjoying the release, giving into gravity, letting the earth help you to release. I find the ocean breath helping for recovery a lot more than just nose breathing, so it's up to you. And again, bring your hands closer to you, press to the floor to roll your body up and come into the seated position. And slowly we're going to remove the block or the pillow, whichever you had, and going to all fours. We're going to bring the hands a little bit more forward so you're not directly underneath your shoulders. And 4 times you're going to roll or circle your hips around. Really feel it out. See if your body also wants to move while you're doing this. Keeping your breath synchronized with the move. And I choose to do big hip circles, but if it doesn't feel good, you can also do smaller circles with your hips. And once you finish 4 circles to one side, we're going to switch to the other side. And it's normal to feel one side a little tighter, especially after such a big workout. So be gentle to your body and listen to what it needs. And once we finish the circles on both sides, we move our wrist underneath our shoulders. And starting our cat back series, we're going to tuck the toes under, inhale and exhale to arch. So starting to stretch the bottom of our feet with it. Releasing our feet and inhale and exhale into a rounded spine. Again, you inhale, tuck your toes under and exhale, open your chest. Gentle stretch for your feet. Another inhale and exhale, press your shins down, press your hands down. We're going to take this a lot deeper now. Tuck your toes under, inhale, exhale, and try to sit back towards your heels as much as your body allows. Keep your toes tucked under, inhale, come forward, and exhale, move back to your heels again, getting that nice arch after that big run. Inhale, rock forward, and exhale, stretch your hips back towards your heels. And inhale, forward, round your spine, and exhale, go back. Good. We're going to do this series to the sides, opening the side body. So move your hands to the left side of your mat, trying to keep your hips square. And again, inhale and exhale. Reach your hips back towards your heels, stretching the right side. Come forward, inhale, exhale. Move your body in the curved position to the right side of your mat. Tuck your toes under. Inhale and exhale. Reach your hips back. Square hips as much as possible. And release your feet and curve your body. Transfer your weight again to the first side, to the left side of the mat. Tuck your toes under. Inhale and exhale. Reach back. Open your heart. Inhale as you exhale. You round your body and move it to the right side of your mat. One last time. You tuck your toes under. Inhale and exhale. Stretch. And this time we're going to inhale and exhale. Come back to the center with the rounded body and nice and easy all fours. We're going to keep our right hand on the floor. Left hand goes by the ear. Inhale, open your heart and elbow to the sky. And as you exhale, keep that right elbow straight and try to touch the floor with the left elbow. One more time. Inhale, open up. And exhale, reach your left elbow towards the floor. This is really good for the lads. And slowly bring your left hand down and extend your left leg to the side. Flex your foot, little pinky toe facing up, and just rock back and forth, keeping your spine long. Flossing the hips. This feels really nice after a run, getting a little gentle stretch for that inner thigh. And then we're going to go thread the needle. Inhale, left arm goes up to the sky, and as you exhale, you go under the right armpit, and now you can adjust your right arm as much as you need and put your left side of your forehead to the floor and breathe into your back, into the inner thigh, trying to not tense up your upper body. Make sure that left foot is flexed and you press your right hand down to come back into your all threes, and then that left leg goes behind you, and we're going to just push the heel back to get a deeper stretch for that calf muscle. Keep your spine long. Nice deep breath or two, and release your leg to turn that left leg out and readjust your right leg so that you go into a modified plank position on your right hand and right knee. Extend that left arm over the head. You can look down or straight forward. A nice circle with that left arm down to the floor, out to the foot, and up to the sky, and again over the head. Nice breath here. We need that side body stretch. And then slowly you're going to move that left foot to the center of your mat and gently extend that right foot out. So now you're in a different modified plank position. Bring that left arm over your head, and as you drop your right hip to the floor, you look to your right foot and push your foot and hand down and lift the hips up. And another one, you reach that right hip down. It's a great side body stretch. Be kind to your body as you do it, and press your foot and hand down and lift up. Look to the floor. Square your hips. You're going to put that right knee down to the floor and move the left leg on the outside of your left hand into the lizard pose. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, open your heart. Stomach is engaged. You can choose to stay on your hands or go down to your elbows. You can also use the yoga blocks underneath your elbows if you want to be on your elbows, but it's too much to be on the floor. There's always options. So sink into that hip, keeping your core engaged, pressing the big bone of your big toe to the floor so the alignment from your knee to your second toe stays straight. And if you wish, you can bring the left arm to your left thigh and push your right elbow down to spiral your body up. This is optional. If you have it in you, it feels great. And if you're there and comfortable, you can extend that left arm behind you, bring that right foot into your hand, get a nice quad stretch. After a run, this is a necessity, but can be a little rough, so be kind, take deep breaths. See if you can release into the pose. We're not staying here too long, so release your foot if you are there and slowly come back up on your hand and walk your foot toe heel to the other side to a pigeon pose. Now this might feel a little tense after a run, so you can use the yoga block or the pillow under that left hip so you're not too low on the floor. You can keep your left foot square or bring that foot closer to your right hip. And again, you have the option to stay on your hands or on your elbows or all the way on the floor. And you can also use a yoga block under your forehead as I show here to rest. I'm going to stay here a little longer. It might feel a little intense at first, but deep breaths. I recommend the ocean breath of inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth to really release into your hips. But at any moment, if this feels intense, just pull it back. Do less. Nice deep breaths here. I really am so proud of those people that can do this marathon. And I do hope to do it before I'm 50. So let's see. And then slowly we're going to get out of this position. So be kind to your body. Maybe roll to the left side of your hip. And then gently come up onto all fours. We're going to go into a wide-legged child's pose here. Reach your hands forward. Drop your chest towards the floor. If this feels intense, you can always put a blanket between your thighs in the back. And feel the decompression of your spine slowly. And now we're going to take this into our first downward facing dog. So bring your hands a little bit forward, tuck your toes under and push your hips up to the sky. Feel free to pedal your feet here. You can bend and straighten both knees. Push your hands and stretch your spine and then gently come back down to all fours. So we can repeat the whole sequence on the other side. Starting with our right hand by our ear, you're going to push the left hand down. Inhale, open your heart to the sky. And as you exhale, bring that right elbow to the floor. It doesn't have to touch. Again, press down, inhale, open your heart. And exhale, elbow towards the floor. Nice twists for the spine. Coming back to all fours. And this time it's going to be our right leg extending to the side. Flex that foot, little pinky facing the sky. And you're going to slide back and forth with the straight spine towards your heel. Keeping your spine elongated. Feel that nice reach through the crown of the head. Exhale to reach back and inhale to come back forward. And now we're going to go thread the needle on the right side. Inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle under your left arm. Hips as square as possible. You're going to feel a nice stretch for your right inner thigh and a gentle twist for your lower back. Breathe into where you feel tight. Enjoy this twisted position to your best and slowly press your left hand down and come back up onto your hands and reach that right leg behind you and push your heel down towards the floor for a deeper calf stretch. Stomach is engaged. And release and turn that right leg out and reposition your left leg for that modified side plank position. And bring your right arm up and over your head. Stretch your right side. And we're going to circle our arm here. When I did this flow, I felt a little tight on my right side. So I circled my arms twice. Feel free to do that or just do your one circle. And then move that right foot to the middle of your mat. Extend the left foot to a modified plank again, arm over the head. And as you exhale, you drop the left hip down and press your hand and foot down to help you come off again. One more time, drop that hip down. Nice stretch for the left side of our bodies and stretch up. Right arm over the head, look to the floor. Put your hands down, square your hips, put the left knee on the floor and move the right leg to the outside of your right arm for the lizard pose. Nice long torso, open heart, drop your hips and choose whether to stay on your hands or elbows. You can also put your forehead on the yoga block as I mentioned before and breathe into those hips. Remember to press the big bone of your big toe to the floor. You can choose to stay here or move your right hand to your right thigh and take your position into a nice twist without sinking into that left shoulder. And if you're comfortable here, you can extend that right arm behind you, bring that left foot into your hand, a gentle kick, nice quad stretch, nice open heart, bit of a twist. You also use your arms quite a lot as you're running with all the swing, so it's a great stretch for that. Releasing our foot and slowly coming back up. And now we're going to take our pigeon pose again. So toe heel walk your foot, sit on the block or pillow if you did it on your first side, and nice lift and either stay on your hands or go forward to your elbows or forehead down, or use your block or pillow underneath your forehead. And again, just release into this pose. Nice deep breaths. One side might feel a little tighter sometimes, so be kind to yourself. If you need to pull back, please do so, because we're trying to recover, not hurt our body. No tension for our neck or shoulders. I love this pose. It feels great for recovery, even though it feels hard. And slowly we're going to press our hands down to come out of this pose. Take your time. Roll to your right hip maybe, and find your way into a wide-legged child's pose. Second time might feel better in this position. Extend your arms. See if you can go a little further. See if you can feel the opening in your lower back more. Nice deep breaths. And coming out to go into a downward facing dog. One more time. Tuck your toes under. Stretch the hips up. You'll probably feel better on the second time around. Again, you can walk your feet, stretch them up. And we're going to walk our feet to the center of our mat. Keep them mat width apart wide into a rag doll. Just release, relax everything, and perfect decompression for our spine and lower back. Keep your knees slightly bit bent so you enjoy the hamstring stretch as well as glute stretch. You can say yes and no with your head, shake it, or swing your body side to side or back and forward. And when we come out of this pose, you're going to lower your body down to the mat as you wish and lie on your back slowly. Find your chest open. You're going to bring your right knee into your chest. Pull it as much as you can. Keep the left foot bent. Extend the right leg towards the sky. You can roll your ankles. You can point and flex. You can hold on to your calf or your foot to pull it towards you. See what your body needs today. trying to keep your hips square and on the floor. Tall spine, there is no curve, there is no arch. And we're going to release that foot. We're going to move our hips to the right side of the mat before we bend the right knee to twist to the left side. So when you twist, your spine is more straight. Keep your feet flexed here. See if you can bend your elbow into the cactus position. If you want, you can stay here, or you can extend that right foot out and hold on to it with your left arm. You can stay here, or you can bend your left leg and hold on to your foot with your right hand. All optional. It's a nice deep twist here. Nice breath. If you were holding on to your foot, you release that and then bend the right knee. Come back to the center, square your hips. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to keep your right foot bent on the floor. Bring your left knee into your chest, pull it in, and then extend it to sky. You can circle your ankles, point or flex your feet, keeping that spine flat on the floor. Either holding onto your calf or your foot. You can pull it into your chest if it feels good, otherwise don't. Just keep it where it is and breathe into the muscles. And we're going to gently release that foot. And this time we're going to move our hips to the left side of the mat. Extend our right leg out and twist the left knee to the right side. See if you can leave that left arm in the cactus shape. And again, you can choose to stay here or extend the left leg out and hold on to your foot with your right hand. And maybe bend your right knee and hold on to it with your left. It's a nice pretzel look. Again, this is optional. Relaxing the shoulders. No tension on your neck. Nice deep breath. If you were holding onto your foot, release that right leg and then the left leg. And square your hips back. And we're going to do one more stretch. You can choose to do a happy baby. You can choose to do a reclined frog position, or you can open your legs to the sides like the wide-legged pose to get a nice one last deep stretch for the hamstrings and inner thighs and calves. Nice inhale, exhale. Ah. You should be really proud of yourself for this flow, and you're going to feel great. And slowly we're going to take ourselves into Shavasana. I like to do it with the blocks under my knee so my knees are supported, or you can use a pillow as well or the blanket. And you find your final resting pose, arms wide open, legs are relaxed. You can pause the video and stay here as long as your body requires. If you're staying with me, I will wake you up in a few minutes. And slowly start to deepen your breath. Feel the rise and the fall of your solar plex area. Wiggle your toes and your fingers, circle your wrists and ankles. Stretch your arms, yawn, open your mouth wide. Extend your legs. And slowly bring yourself to the side and stay there for a breath or two. And then slowly come back to a seated position of your choice. Stay upright with your spine. You can keep your eyes closed if you wish. We're going to inhale and lift the arms all the way up. And exhale, bring our hands in front of our chest. You did a wonderful job. Namaste. If you like this flow, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.